In this review, I'll be checking out a number of VR accessories from Syntech, their head strap with battery pack for the Quest 3, a VR headset fast charging link cable, a VR crossbody bag to contain all your accessories, as well as a hard carry case for more bulkier VR headsets and accessories. Okay, so that's a quick overview of the VR kit family. Let's have a look at each one in turn and see how well each of them perform. Okay, so first up is the Syntech head strap and battery pack for the Quest 3. This is an elite strap kind of combo strap that also comes with a very similar rechargeable battery pack at the back. There is a soft foam head strap on the top, so you've got double head strap if you think that's more advantageous than a more regular head strap with just one top strap. Okay, so here's what you get inside the box. You get a user instruction manual. You get the charging cable for the battery pack. You get the Elite style head strap to connect to your Quest 3. Here's the battery pack that connects onto the back. There is the horizontal soft strap. And you've also got the rear pad with some additional tabs with the integrated top strap. So here we have our Quest here, ready to get the strap installed onto it. So first we need to connect the rear strap pad, which uses these little grooves here, which is quite standard. Make sure you've got the left and right hooks are correctly inserted. Insert the clips into the back rest of the head strap there, and then that's the back portion all nice and secure onto the back of the head strap. Now these I assume is more for cable management, these little clips here, but I assume that we pull these over the top like so, and we'll go back to those in a minute should they not actually do this, but it seems like the way to go. You've got some nice smooth turning of this. It's not so ratchety. It's actually quite soft, smooth, and less clicky, so it definitely feels a bit more premium there. I'd say that's a little bit more yellow than these two colors, unfortunately, but that is how it is. Now we get it onto our Quest by simply snapping this onto the sides of the side rails. They seem to go on very, very easily, and that's the head strap currently on the Quest 3 there. Next we apply the top Velcro strap. Got a little bit of a tab there to allow us to pull that through fairly easily. And that's the top strap in place. And next we can go back and fit the interface back onto our Quest 3. Good to go. And then next the top strap. This is a bit of a weird addition. I don't know why they've actually added this, but that's fine. We need to do it upside down and then pass that over the edges. And then this passes underneath the top strap and then back underneath again and fastens like so. So that's the top strap. And at this point you can basically start wearing the head strap. But if you want the battery solution, which is probably why you would have bought this anyway for that purpose, you need to install the battery pack. Now there's these little clips on the back here. We've got a input output port to not only charge but also power the Quest from that particular port using USB-C. And that just basically clips on the back here and clicks in place. And then that's the battery up on the top there. Now lastly, we need to obviously power the Quest itself, so we're going to use these both right-angled USB-C connectors here. One end goes on the top here, and the other we can use the fabric and obviously that little tab as well in a minute. That will then plug into the Quest, and we've got some lights already. And you can start to look at some cable management, but we're just going to use the connecting cable there to keep it all in nice and in check. So that's the cable. You can see it's charging the Quest already. You've got 2/3 of the battery pack already pre-charged, so that's going to give you power charged to the Quest 3. You can see there it's all lit up already. 2 presses will turn that battery bank off. 1 press will actually turn it back on again. So it's nice, you can choose to have the battery bank supplying energy or not, and not overloading your Quest 3 battery. So let's get this on our face and see how well this works. Here's the head strap here. We're gonna get this on our face. So that's the interface on our head. Now none of these straps are all done up properly yet, so let's do that now. We're gonna get that in check there, and then this one is a little bit more tricky, but I honestly think this is not actually needed. But if you feel that it needs more extra lift, that's what this is doing. This isn't going to do that well. So these are a good way of doing that, but it's your own personal taste and opinion, really. The weight of the battery pack is a lot higher up, so you don't really feel the tug of the interface being pulled up, so that's really nice to feel. And What do you reckon? It's no Bobo head strap, but if you're after a battery solution, it's actually not bad. Obviously, I've got it fully tight, but it's not a bad strap really. It's not too loose. In fact, this bit being foam padded feels actually quite nice and comfortable, and this power strap isn't too obtrusive in the overall look of the head strap. And the fact that you can take this battery pack off when you're not in use and you have it a much more lighter head strap. Now it is hinged at the sides, so you can lift that up and take that off and place it on your head. You can also have that at the back and tilt it up. The counterbalance is not too bad, and overall it's not a bad solution. It's a very early solution considering there's lots of more dedicated battery packs that are out now, but I think as a kind of lo-fi solution, it's not bad to get this when you first pick up your Quest 3 and you're looking for a battery solution. Okay, next up is the VR headset fast charging link cable. If you've got a PC and you want to play VR games using your Quest 3 and you don't want to use the AirLink functionality and use it wirelessly, you're going to get a much more better experience if you use a dedicated cable. Now this one from Syntech is 5 meters or 16 feet. It also offers inbuilt charging, because that is an issue when you're using a link cable. It might not necessarily charge your Quest 3 at the same time, and you can actually have a dedicated way of powering your Quest 3 whilst you game at the same time. Okay, so let's check out what comes inside the box. Okay, so here's what you get inside the box. You get a quick start guide and a paper instruction manual, which is basically going to tell you how best to connect everything up and make sure that your Quest 3 gets charged, as it should do when you're using the separate power. Now here's the cable itself. It is grey in colour. You've got a right angled power connector for the Quest 3, and you've got a USB-A connector for your PC. You've got your power. There's some instructions here that basically tell you how the Quest 3 is going to perform once it reaches 65%. But we'll take this off. So you use this port to connect a Quest cable, your charging cable for your headset. That goes into a wall adapter, and then the other end will connect to this cable to give this additional power whilst you're gaming on the link cable. So if you do see yourself playing PC VR content and you don't want to have the quality issues that you might get through wireless connection over AirLink, then using a dedicated cable is definitely the way to go. And this is also a nice addition to have. Okay, so next up is their Crossbody Bag. If you're not using the Quest with a dedicated hard strap, this is a bag to keep all your VR accessories all nice and tucked together and protected whilst you're taking it to a friend or family or over to your mate's place for a little bit of VR gaming. It's quite a large case. That's going to definitely keep your Quest 3 nice and protected. There's an additional bag on the inside and some dividers. Let's just see what comes inside the bag. So here we have a lens protector. So if you've got any sharp accessories, you don't want them to be hitting and scratching your lenses, you definitely want to be applying one of these onto the inside of your Quest 3 to prevent your lenses from being scratched from other accessories. And then here you've got a padded sling strap to connect to the bag itself. And then you've got this sort of velvety pouch should you want to put your controllers into, for example. That's definitely going to hold your controllers and then keep them protected as well. You've got a side sort of carry strap on the inner side. You've got a Syntech branding and this kind of like hint of what you might actually have inside the case, that kind of VR headset shape. It's quite soft feel plastic. It's actually nice premium quality materials, and the zip itself is kind of nice and water sealed, kind of zip that you find on anoraks and stuff, and waterproofs. And then inside you've got this kind of divider which you can then segregate certain elements from your VR headset, and there's a side strap as well, so you can actually connect all your VR accessories into. Now obviously it's not going to take a hard strap, like you won't be able to put this in it, for example. It's going to be way too bulky for that, so it's really aimed at the official strap that comes with the Quest, the soft strap, and the ability to pack everything down into your sling bag as well. So let's just do that and see how well that performs. So here we have the Quest 3 here with the official stock strap ready to go. Here we can use the lens cover, as I said. It's very thin, it's not fully padded, but that would go in there like that to protect the lenses from being scratched, for example. You can also put your cloth strap over that too. And that's basically gonna then sit inside here Now, I'm not quite sure why you'd want this section, but it does give it a little bit of rigidity in the case itself. So you can see the Quest 3 sits in there totally fine. There's plenty of room for lots of other stuff. So we can put in our controllers, and you've got plenty of extra room there for cables, batteries, even link cables can probably fit in there without any problems whatsoever. And then we'll zip that up in its weatherproof zip, so nothing's going to get wet. Got nice pull tags on the right here to pull on the zips there. And then you've got these basically two clip systems, which the strap is then going to clip into, and that connects up just like that basically. And then that is meant to be a sling, so it's almost like a messenger bag at that point. You can have it up here if you want to not get stolen, but you can bring it over your back. Looks the part, looks quite good, protects your Quest a little bit. It doesn't have a solid base to it. It would be nice if that was a more firmer fabric, a bit more harder wearing, because you can feel the Quest through the bottom of that. That is what should be at the bottom. And obviously that's on your inner side, and you do have a secondary pocket there to put any sort of batteries, snacks or whatever. Overall, that's the carry case from Syntech. And lastly, we've got the large case from Syntech. This is a hard shell case for the Quest 3 and many other headsets as well. It's basically got a large cavity inside. And if you've got a number of head straps that are quite big and bulky, this is a case that you probably will want to check out. It has a hard wearing grey mesh exterior. There is a waterproof seam zip around the outside to protect it from any wet weather. Syntech branding on top, nothing on the bottom. There's a pull tab to carry the whole case with. Some large tabbed zippers to get yourself inside the case, and here is what it is like inside the case itself. We've got some restraining straps at the top there, as well as a very heavy duty one at the back. You've got the cradle for the actual head strap itself. On one side you've got a mesh pocket with some instructions, and again a little bit more padded lens protector and a little instruction manual as well to tell you how to place the headset in the various compartments. There's some brushed fabric on both sides, flat on top on this one, and you've got some compartments for the actual headset here. Now, although it says Quest 2 in the manual, it is a big enough cavity to handle any other headset, such as the Quest 3, which is way much smaller than that. That fits in there no problem, and is probably more tailored for the Quest 3. I do have the AR facial interface here, and it's accommodating that no problem. But I'll take this head strap off and I'll give you a more worst case scenario. Okay, so I could just show you the Syntech head strap that we just looked at earlier. That's going to fit in there no problem. This hard case is more tailored for more bulkier products. And to be fair, the bulkier product of that head strap would have been the battery pack, which you can easily place in this case because of its volume. But here we have the Bobo VR S3 Pro, and obviously this is a big halo strap that's very bulky, and that's going to be perfect scenario for a case such as this. So we'll place that in there like that. We'll just remove that back strap out, and that's all sitting in there. Here we can use the Velcro straps just to fasten it down that little bit more to prevent it from coming away from the base of the case. Would have been nice to have one across the here perhaps, but let's see. With all the cables all tucked away, we can probably fit these controllers on the inside, no problem. And there is a bit of a compartment at the bottom there and the strap to attach those controllers into. And we'll pop that over the top. And that is the S3 Pro head strap, all nicely contained in that case. Now, you definitely won't get that with the official version. There's no room for an S3 Pro to fit in those particular cases. So you are looking at cases such as this one that's going to cater for your Quest 3. So good job there, Syntech. Fits in there perfectly. Okay, so that's all the accessories that you get from Syntech. Some great additions if you just picked up your Quest 3 headset or Quest 3S, as well as some additional accessories should you want to accessorize that with different head straps later down the line. There's definitely enough there to get you up and running. So if you are interested, check out my links down below to learn more about this family kit, support the channel, and buy yourself one. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. If it has, give us a thumbs up, Let me know down below if you have any questions about any of these accessories from Syntech, and I'll do my best to answer them. You can support the channel by sending us a super thanks along with your comment or question, or buy me a coffee. I really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.